I'd had a shot at starring in my own series with Philbert 2 years before that. I'd done the pilot, and after we did the pilot, I got to work on they threw in a few pay-or-play things, and this was on 77 Sunset Strip I was working. Friz Freleng and Dave DePatie were the guys who, then they did the Pink Panther and all of that. But Friz Freleng was a famous animator in town and was the physical model for Mr. Magoo. They modeled the character on Friz, and I just loved him, and he liked me, I guess, but we got along. And so I read for this thing kind of by chance, because they had 8 people they were going to test for it, and one of them in New York said he wasn't going to come out, it wasn't worthwhile. So they had an empty space, and Bert Nadella, who had seen me do a play in town, knew them, and he said, well, why don't you get Bill Schallert out here, because I saw him do this play. And he says he was just wonderful, he'd be really great for this. So I went in and I read. I was the last one to read, and I was hot that day for whatever reason, so I got the part. And I don't know that I was perfect for it, but I could be funny. Anyway, so I called Leah. I got a call from Friz. He said, I just want to let you know that it looks pretty good for the show. ABC has given us a go-ahead to make 8 episodes. Oh, it's not a pickup yet. So I called Leah and I said, honey, we're going to be a star. At least I included her in it. And so she was thrilled and I was thrilled. And then about 2-3 weeks later, they decided, no, we're not going to do it. They figured this show it costs too much. Friz told me, he said it cost $75,000 an episode because of laying in the little character. I was a cartoonist for a newspaper, and I drew Philbert, and he came alive. It was kind of like My Favorite Martian, the structure. And so there was a lot of possibilities there, and he would screw up my life, and then he'd get me out of the jam, whatever it was, something like that. And Joanna Barnes worked in the pilot with me, and so it was, classy all around. And but they said $75,000 for a half-hour show in black and white at that time, and this was in '61, was too high. They made him for $50, and they said, and he doesn't have a name. So they said, it's a pity. If you'd had a name, probably they would have done it with you, but you didn't. So I said, okay, well, that's life.